Well, hello there everybody and welcome back to a brand new Far Cry 6 video. Today, let's take a look at likely the most overpowered item set that you can get right now in the game. This will literally give you the powers to not just see enemies through walls, but also shoot them through walls. And we're gonna go over a few really cool items you can find in the game, including 3 and 4-star items, which will definitely enhance your gameplay through the next level. As always, make sure you leave a like on this video if you enjoy it at any point, and let's jump right into it. Now we're gonna start things off with a 3-star shotgun, which might as well be a 4-star because it's simply amazing. This is called the Supercharger Shotgun of the map right here in a place called the GDPL oil platform. You actually have to be careful not to set off the alarm because there's going to be quite a number of enemies and it might become a little bit too complicated, but eventually if you do clear it up, you have to pay attention to this specific crane right here.
Charge it up and aim to launch a poison cloud, which is kind of nice. But yeah, overall, just like with poison ammo, it's just not really great as you deal very little damage. Stunning the enemies can be nice, but with a very short time to kill for almost every gun, it kind of feels like you're wasting your time using poison. And also, don't try using this against enemies with flamethrowers, as combining the two results in big explosions that will blow up in your face. And the weapon is basically useless against other poison spraying enemies, as they are protected. You can of course also wear poison protection gear yourself from the poison set. I think you can just buy this at vendors, but that doesn't change the fact that the weapon is pretty bad. It's still kinda cool to watch the enemies sometimes fight each other, but they just go rogue and can then still attack you if there are no other enemies around, so it's not very reliant. Also, I just can't really stand the sound of someone like dying from this damage over time. The Rising main mission, so basically the final mission on the tutorial island, which lets you go to Libertad Island. Then you can buy the La Clavadora for uranium, the harpoon gun, which is just a ton of fun to use because of how the bolt impales the enemies, making them fly against objects or simply fly a few meters before they hit the ground. And weirdly enough, this weapon is quite stealthy too, with other enemies not being alerted when their friends get impaled. And if you got the aim right, you can also take out enemies from a longer range. Still, the massive downside is that aim though, as it can be pretty hard to hit enemies when you are far away, or even from short range you can miss and then have to wait for a pretty long reload before you can shoot again. And sure, you can improve the travel speed of the bolts and that reload speed when improved like perks, but it's still really a one-shot and wait weapon, which totally nukes its potential. Plus, you cannot really use it against animals, so it's also pretty situational.